So welcome to the last part, perfect continuous tenses. So first is present perfect continuous. Always remember, in continuous verb form 4 will be there, V4 will be there. In perfect V3 will be there. In continuous V4, perfect V3, perfect continuous V4 again. So what is the formation of present perfect continuous tense? Subject plus has or have plus been plus V4 plus object. Has used for he, she, it. Has used for he, she, it. Have used for I, we, you, they. I have, we have, they have, yes, and you have. Has, he has, she has, and it has. So that is the formation. So let us see the usage. When to use present perfect continuous tense. Something when an action started in the past, continuing in the present, and will also continue to the future. So an action started in the past. See here, action started in the past. Now you are here, and it will go to the future also. So it will be evident through one of the examples. I have been reading my experiments with truth for a fortnight. So here, I have been reading my experiments with truth is the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. So fortnight means 14 days or 15 days, half a month. So I have been reading. So you started 14 days back. 14 days back. Now after 14 days, you completed 150 pages. There are totally 200 pages. So it will continue maybe for a week or less than a week. So that time you can tell, I have been reading my experiments. I have been reading the book, My Experiments with Truth, for a fortnight. So it still did not complete. It started in the past, it continued to the present, and it will also continue till to the future, some more days. So that is the example. And common words we find in this are since and for. Since we use when we refer to a point of time. Point of time. So I have been waiting here since 9 o'clock. Since 9. I have been waiting. So these words are quite evident in present perfect continuous tense. For you use for a period of time. For a period of time. I have been waiting here for hours. You did not tell how many hours? For hours. Maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. So for hours. Right. So common words along with the since and for are lately and recently. Lately and recently. So let us take some examples and let us take some statements and create questions and affirmative or positives and negatives. Okay, our first one is, we have been coaching them for a month now. We have been coaching them for a month now. What is the question? Yes, you're right. Have we been coaching them for a month now? Have we been coaching? Yes, we have been coaching them for a month now. No, we have not been coaching them for a month now. So that is one example. Another one. I have been living in this house since 2015. This is the statement. So what is the question? Yes, you're right. Have I been living in this house since 2015? Yes, I have been living in this house since 2015. No, I have not been living in this house since 2015. So now let us see what is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. So we have told that already in the continuous V4 will be there. In the perfect continuous we get one more thing added, that's been. So just one change from present perfect continuous to past perfect continuous. In present perfect continuous we have has or have. But in past perfect continuous only had. So easy to remember. When do we use this? We use when an action began in the past and it went on, continued for some time and recently completed. It's not happening now. It's not taking place now. An action started in the past, continued for some time in the past. Maybe for 10 days, let's take. Now we are on the 11th day. So it recently completed. It's not being carried forward to the next day or the next. Right. See, let us see one example. I had been working on my project. Had been working on my project means you started working and now it's completed already. So when you say that I had been working, so far you had been working. So now it's completed. So this action doesn't continue. So they had been learning foreign language. They had been learning a foreign language. So now they're not learning. They completed it. They either discontinued it or they completely learnt it. So an action started in the past, continued for some time in the past. So this is present. So it completed before the present. So the time you're talking, it's not happening. It's not happening. It completed or you discontinued it. It started in the past, it went on for some time in the past, and now it's completed. It's completed before the time of your speaking. So in that case you use past perfect continuous tense. When you come to present perfect continuous, it's even it goes to the future even, but past continuous tense it already stopped. Right. So let us take some examples. She had been estimating the pros and cons of the project. So advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons, merits or demerits, positives or negatives. So she had been estimating. Now she is not estimating. She already completed it. Next one, he had been learning to play guitar. He had been learning to play guitar. Now he is not going for the coaching. It completed. Right. So let us make questions, positives and negatives. So let us take this first one. She had been estimating the pros and cons of the project. What is the question? Had she been estimating the pros and cons of the project? Question. Yes, she had been estimating the pros and cons of the project. Positive. Negative. No, she had not been estimating the pros and cons of the project. So one more example. He had been learning to play guitar. He had been learning to play guitar. Had he been learning to play guitar? Yes, he had been learning to play guitar. No, he had not been. He had not been learning to play guitar. So one more example. We had been traveling from a long time. So are you traveling now? Not necessarily. It's completed. We had been traveling for a long time now. So now you're not traveling. You're tired. So you're taking some rest. So in future it may continue. But for now it stopped. We had been traveling for a long time now. Had we been traveling for a long time now? Yes, we had been traveling for a long time now. No, we had not been traveling for a long time now. So these are the positives and negatives. So this is past perfect continuous tense for us. Yes, we are into the last. So if you learn it, we'll complete tenses. So let's see it. So this is future perfect continuous tense. So in the continuous, V4 will be there. In future, will or shall will be there. Again in future perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, been will be there. Now it's very easy for us to make the formation. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 plus object. That's it. So that is the formation: subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus V4 plus object. So when do we use it? We use it when something, an action, that will continue up until a particular event. It started and it will continue till a particular time. Then we use. And one more usage, an ongoing action that will complete in future. That has not completed, that will complete in future. So time reference is used. Time reference, tomorrow or by this time, like that. So let us see the example. At 7 o'clock, I will have been waiting for 20 minutes. It's not 7 o'clock now. At 7 o'clock, and what happens? I will have been waiting for 20 minutes. You're telling, I'll have been waiting for 20 minutes at 7 o'clock. So if you want to meet me, you come then. After that, I'll not be there. So future time reference. So on Tuesday, she will have been working for an hour. So one extra hour she'll be working. So I have to make some arrangements accordingly. So let us take some more examples, statements, and make them questions, affirmatives and negatives. Come on. The kid will have been sleeping since 10 p.m. It's not at 10 p.m. So the kid will have been sleeping at 10 p.m. So what about the question? Will the kid have been sleeping since 10 p.m.? So these are not regularly used. That's why we find they sound bit odd to us. Yes, the kid will have been sleeping since 10 p.m. No, the child or the kid will not have been sleeping since 10 p.m. So one more example. I have been taking an oath, vow or promise for 5 minutes at 7 p.m. It's not 7 p.m. So there will be a process. When? At 7 p.m. For how many minutes? For 5 minutes. What will be happening? I'll be taking a vow. So I will have been taking an oath for 5 minutes at 7 p.m. So this is future perfect continuous, and congratulations for completing all the tenses. Stay tuned.